First at 5. From the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
It's not every day that students, staff, alumni, and fans of the University of Florida are able to learn the tidbits of history that established its traditions. So today, we have the insight that will catch many by surprise. Good afternoon, I'm Hannah Ehrlich.
And I'm Olivia Fiss. As a lifelong UF fan, I often wonder why I stand with my arms around strangers singing We Are the Boys, and quite honestly, where the Gator Chomp originated. One member of UF faculty who has all the answers would be none other than Carl Van Ness. Victoria Fernandez has been following the story and joins us with the details. Victoria, what can you tell us?
Well, you know, Olivia, Carl Van Ness began his career as the university's archivist. He later earned his title as the university's historian. Throughout his time, he has learned and discovered a vast amount of rich history about the University of Florida, most of which will come as a surprise to many students and alumni. Founded in 1853, the University of Florida has been structured upon education and tradition. Few may know that the original UF was not originated in Gainesville.
The University of Florida in Gainesville was actually founded in September of 1906. So we're a very large institution, and we have a very rich history. But in terms of history, chronology, we're actually fairly young.
We Are the Boys is a pep song shouted in unity by Florida fans at the end of every third quarter at UF football games. Immediately, the entire swamp is joined by placing their arms around another and swaying in the harmony sung in support of their team.
Because at one time we thought that the song had local origins, and we thought it had been written by someone in Gainesville, Florida. But we began to do some research, and we realized that no, there were other versions of We Are the Boys, very similar versions that are in Hoboken, New Jersey, Chicago, Toledo, Madison, Wisconsin, Nebraska, and various other places. So,
if you ask a current University of Florida student the significance of the rat cap, most would be unsure, but students of the 1950s would be quite familiar with the term. The rat cap was a requirement for freshmen in the late 50s until the Florida-Georgia game, and they were only able to remove the caps if Florida beat Georgia. The numbers on the side of the F, which stands for Florida, symbolize the expected year of graduation for that student.
There was this movement when I was a sophomore. We tried to change the name of the student union to, I can't remember his name, but he was the first African-American law student here right after the school was integrated.
Racial integration came in the 1950s and 1960s, first with the College of Law in 1958, and then the undergraduate program was integrated in 1962.
You know, we have kind of a very dark history as far as race relations go, and also, relations with the homosexual community, so I feel like it was really cool to kind of try to right some of those wrongs. One of the University of Florida's most notable landmarks is Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. Many might wonder, who is Ben Hill Griffin, and why do so many of our traditions take place here? Ben was a graduate of the University of Florida who continued on to be a successful agriculturalist. He was a major contributor to the football team and to the university. In the original 1930 stadium, the stands were built below ground into a natural depression. Over the years, above-ground level seats and extraneous additions have been made to the stadium. It's always interesting to learn the background of our beloved university's traditions. Thank you to Carl Van Ness for his insightful information.